this is the way I want you to drink it. Hello there.
Hello, welcome to Splash TV Movie Reviews, the only reviews that are so trustworthy you'd let us raw dog you because you know that we'd pull out in time and also not give you any diseases. Today's movie we'll be reviewing is Doctor Strange, starring Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange, a fucking spot-on casting call. He absolutely nailed the character. Now, as I've said before, superhero movies are among my favorites, and the last superhero movie I saw was Suicide Squad, which I thought was pretty shitty. It left a very foul taste of ass in my mouth, but after finishing Doctor Strange, it has not only cleansed my palate, where I once tasted rectum, now all I taste is the sweet, savory sensation of boeuf bourguignon. It was a fucking great movie. Now, ordinarily in my movie reviews, I spoil a lot of the movie's plot, and this will be no exception. So the movie starts by showing Doctor Strange in the operating room, letting you know how good he is at what he does. He's basically doggy-styling nurses while he's performing open-heart surgeries. Usually some humans require machine assistance when they make some precise cuts and shit, but he can just toss the scalpel in his mouth and do it as a joke. And he's just this incredibly skilled surgeon. But then he gets into a car accident because he was texting and driving pretty much, and he loses the ability to do surgeries because his hands get all fucked up. And then he spirals into a very dark place and just keeps trying to find ways to fix his hands. He eventually comes in contact with someone known as the Ancient One, who begins to teach them some mystical magic stuff. And this is where my first complaint about the movie comes into play. I love the magic stuff. I love all that mystical stuff and the trippy vibe that it has, because it sends you on like an LSD-induced acid trip for a little while, and it's really fucking cool. I like that a lot. I just don't think they use the mystical powers very well. For instance, they're able to draw weapons into existence, but they choose to bring forth the most useless weapons, like very small whips and chains. Basically, they bring shoelaces and start slapping each other with them, and a very small shield. Why wouldn't you give a bigger shield, like a whole fucking building for a shield, and bring like a giant axe, like a 900-foot axe or something? That's like if I had the ability to conjure weapons on the spot and I'm choosing to bring ukuleles and recorders into the world and try and beat people to death with them. It makes no sense. Why wouldn't you give yourself a more useful weapon instead of these very small reach shit piles of ass? And another thing, a very reoccurring power, is their ability to change the terrain and make buildings shift and fall onto each other, shift the world and all that. That's a very powerful thing, but they only use it to trip each other. That's genuinely the only time it's used. Why wouldn't you use that power to try and crush them between buildings or make shit fall onto them or make them fall onto shit? Why would you reserve that ability for, oh, I'm gonna throw you off balance, get ready, here comes a real zinger, it flies real fast in the Thunderdome, gotcha, yep, you fell, I win. It's just dumb, you know, that you have this really powerful thing and you use it for such a dumb purpose. But overall, I love the way the magic was used. For the most part, I just feel they could have done more with it. The main villain wasn't bad. He was a simple character, which is good. You know, he had a very clear goal that he strives for. I want to take Earth and put it in the dark dimension with Dormammu, and he can do whatever he wants with it. He can make it his third testicle. Just get us to the dark dimension so we exist beyond time, so we all live forever. A decent idea. Really not bad. Dormammu was a pretty cool villain. He had a face that looked like some very long purple pubic hairs. It was kind of cool looking. I enjoyed that. The villain I didn't like is the last one they revealed, Baron Mordo. I thought his was very shitty. He became a villain because he felt betrayed because the Ancient One tapped into power from the Dark Dimension, and he didn't like how Doctor Strange could manipulate time. He thought it broke the natural laws, so then he becomes a supervillain. It's pretty shitty. He's just like this strict fucking 5th grade hall monitor who takes the rules too seriously, where the rules are unbreakable no matter what. Even though Doctor Strange saves Earth and time itself and everything, he still hates him for breaking the natural law of things. So I thought that was kind of a dumb reason. I know that wasn't his reason for being evil in the comic books, so I feel like they could have done something cooler here. I thought Baron Mordo as a character in the movie was awesome though. I just didn't like his reason for being a bad guy. Now, overall, I have so few complaints about this movie. I thought it was fucking great. The story was fun. The visuals were absolutely stunning. Bend My Dick Cucumber Snatch did great as Doctor Strange. I fucking loved the ending. The fight with Dormammu, I thought that was beautifully done. It's my favorite ending to any Marvel movie, or pretty much any superhero movie in general. I thought it was just fucking great. And really, just overall, it was a fun movie to watch. So, as per tradition at Splash TV Movie Reviews, I'll give this one a moisture rating. I'm giving this one easily an amlactin out of absolute moisture. Amlactin doesn't just moisturize dry skin, it fucking makes dryness go extinct. It regrows your skin. It's so goddamn moist. Now, that's exactly what this movie did for me. The last two superhero movies, Batman vs. Superman and Suicide Squad, left me so dry, but this movie heavy-duty moisturized me. Big time. I left the theater dripping wet. It was fucking great. Easily an amlactin out of absolute moisture. So, yeah, that's all. And remember, Splash TV's making you wet. It's your moisture. Use it when you need it. Call J.G. Wetsworth, 877-SPLASH now.